though, they do eventually. And Castleford, who've had a lot of attacking in this second half, now find themselves defending their line. They're going to try and pitch one down the short side. Cudjow's in, and Leroy Cudjow celebrates, plants the ball over the line, and that might just do it. The Giants were wobbling, but the old stager Leroy Cudjow powers over close in, and that should do it for the Giants.
Yeah, they took full advantage, didn't they, of a mix-up midfield. There's a couple of good carries. There's a really good carry by Sam Halsall earlier in the set. Got in that soft spot behind the ruck and got a quick play the ball. The Giants played off that, and then Tui Lolohea fresh onto the field. It was Lewis Johnson who knocked the ball down in the attempted offload there. So you play on from that point, and then the ball comes out to Tui Lolohea, who just feeds Leroy Cudjow. Goes another play, and they just sit short side. It's a late retreat short side, isn't it, by Liam Horn. And then Cudjow over the top and really settles the racing hearts of the Huddersfield Giants faithful who followed us here to the jungle this evening.
Didn't look to be a great deal on there, did they? But Cudjow alert to the play down the short side, and as used to scoring tries, Leroy Cudjow has got plenty of them. Way over 100 for the Huddersfield. Mills needs to just take the tackle here, calm it down, but he throws out a pass, and then it's knocked on. And again, we can hear the coach's desk getting banged, and it could be getting worse because Adam Swift is away, and the Huddersfield Giants will wrap up the win. Swift will score again. He started the scoring, and he's added a second. Referee will want to check it, but the look on Craig Lingard's face says it all. It's a try on the field. Let's find out if Swift has got a Huddersfield Giants double.
Okay, mate. Okay, zero tackle, on-field decision of try. Zero tackle, on-field decision of try. We're just checking for a potential knock-on. So rolling it through here. Ball is knocked on by Castleford. We keep rolling it through. It's picked up cleanly by Lolohea. We keep rolling it through now to the grounding. Just confirm grounding. And the ball is grounded. Thank you, I've made my decision.
Well, you don't get too many easy tries in Super League, but that was as easy as they come for Adam Swift and the Giants.
Yeah, and you saw in a 5-second spell there just, you know, what Huddersfield did right and what Castleford have been doing wrong all evening, and that is you're picking your moments to make the passes. I think Huddersfield by and large have been excellent. Lolohea's decision there to pass to Adam Swift was the right one because he wasn't under pressure and it was a free shot. Rowan Milnes' decision to throw this ball out the back was not the right decision. He's got to take the tackle and then have another shot at that Huddersfield line. I guess I understand the scoreboards against them, times against them, but they've been doing it all evening, to be fair, Mark. They've been pushing the pass, not been patient enough.
Give Adam Swift a free run at your line was only ever going to be one outcome. Can Russell add the extras this time?
Hard working at the outset.
High restart. Should be caught on the full and is caught by Halsall, and he's bumping off tackles, and they're going again here, the Giants. Ball back on the inside. Has Lolohea got the pace? Lolohea pulling away. He passes it, gets it away to Nagama. Big smile, really unselfish play from Tui Lolohea. And Kevin Nagama brings up the half-century for the Huddersfield Giants. They really have put the tries on in this latter part of the game. 50 points to 8.
Well, it was finished by Nagama, and a fair bit of flash play up the middle from Tui Lolohea, but it was started by Sam Halsall direct from the kickoff. He's had to run 15 metres to get this, and then there's a nice little jink there to pull through, as again, we'll underline some really tired, fatigued defence. Lolohea into the backfield. You felt like he could have gone himself. He's slowing up. Maybe there's a bet on somewhere here. Nagama gets himself off the off the mark in terms of try score. That's nice from Halsall.
Well, it is his 250th appearance, and that might be why Lolohea has given his mate a gift. Fair play. Good night for Kevin Nagama.
Fresh pair of legs in the middle of the park for the Huddersfield Giants. Here's Murchie, picked up by Deacon, back to Clune, back behind to Lolohea, and Lolohea with the chip and the chase. Bibby's after that at some pace. Oh my goodness, Walker's missed it and has set it up on a plate for Bibby to score. First game of the season, first try of the season, but it comes on the back of a Broncos mistake.
Alex Walker's done ever so well at the start of this game. He's pouched a couple of kicks, made some really great reads, defensively got his numbers right. Actually, in this situation for the Jake Bibby try, he's in an unbelievable position, Dave. He reads Lolehea's kick. It's a great kick from Ian Watson's Lolohea to find some space. But if you watch Walker in back play, he's tracking this. He knows where that kick's going. He's got himself in an amazing spot. He just loses his footing at the crucial moment. And Bibby keeps that chase alive and gets the try. It's devastating for Alex Walker and the London Broncos. Just a slip, and Bibby with the finish. And that's come against the run of play. As I said, those two men in the screen.
Kin looking for a debut try. What a moment that would have been, but he is going to be held up. And they go back 10 and start again.
It's been tidy defence from the Broncos in the main. They've managed to hold out all of the shape that Huddersfield has thrown at them.
Lolohea back and the inside, and Eason Masters will find a way through. An angle sought, an angle found, and Huddersfield now, for the first time today, have the lead.
Yeah, without doubt, Huddersfield's best player over the last few weeks, Eason Masters, just a threat with the ball. I just spoke about how well London had dealt with almost everything that Huddersfield had thrown them, but they couldn't deal with this, and they couldn't deal with Eason Masters and his quality on the ball and his strength and his power, but more so his rugby league intelligence. That's a set play that's worked on to expose the space on the inside of the defensive line, and wow, did they expose the London defenders on the inside of the line. Masters, too big, too strong, too good. London Broncos players not good enough there to stop the impressive Eason Masters.
So that will settle a few Huddersfield nerves, but it will be frustrating from London's point of view. Coach and assistant looking on and just thinking about the good times that were happening a few minutes ago, but now 2 tries in 4 minutes has put them behind.
Look, you concede a try, and it's a mistake from Alex Walker. You know, the first try is on his shoulders. Ian Watson and Lolohea will be hatching a plan to get more points on the board. Here, it was a great kick from him for the first try.
In the first instance. Cudjoe at dummy half. Hifo standing just to his left, but it's right instead to Clune, and now it's back to Cudjoe, and here's Lolohea moving at pace, and Lolohea trying to make a bit of space, and Swift will score in the corner. And continues this quite exceptional try-scoring run he's on at the moment. If it's given, if it is given, it'll be his 9th try of the season. But here comes the video ref.
Yeah, try.
The live call is of a try. We've got tackle 2, and the live call is a try. We're checking for touch and grounding here. So Lolohea passes the ball. So now we're checking whether or not he is in touch or not. So here, this will help. So he's in the field of play, in the field of play, in the field of play. He then jumps. So he's always in the field of play, and the ball is down. Thank you, I have a decision.
Well, 19 tries in his last 18 Super League games now for Adam Swift. As we said, 9 already this season. Filled his boots last week with 4 against Hull. He's unstoppable at the moment, absolutely unstoppable.
Well, it's his work that he does in the backfield, carrying the ball with so much power and so much gusto, but it's his finishing ability as well. What a finish from Swift, and it came from this inattempted short kick out from London. Couldn't come up with the ball. That was off the back of Lolehea's great repeat set, great kick. Swift, subtle movement. Lolehea's been magic, Dave, just in the last 5 minutes, and this is some finish. some finish from Adam Swift.
I think there might be London Broncos fans in line of that pass who might suggest it might have been forward, but of course, Livette, Harvey Livette, almost unpicking himself between those cluster of defenders. One play to go. Bibby inside for Lolohea. Lolohea puts it in the air. There's a challenge on here. Up it goes, down it comes. What a terrific try that is. Is that Holsall who's on the end of it? That was brilliant stuff from Sam Holsall. Up in the air. The video referee is being called in though. Try on the field given. What's the video referee say?
It's tackle 5. We've got an on-field decision of a try. We're just checking onside, offside into the ground. And so we'll pause the ball on the foot. The ball is on the foot, and everybody to the right is onside. So we'll go into the catch. The Huddersfield player gains possession of the ball. And does he ground it cleanly? Let's see if we've got any other angles on that. So does the ball stay in his hand? So the ball is in the hand at that point, and the right hand appears to still be on it. Is there any other angles that might help us here? So we can't see whether the right hand of the player comes off the ball. So this might help us. So we know he caught it clean. And the left hand remains on the ball. Thank you, I have a decision.
Well, they've had quite a close look at that in Wilmslow. London players are advancing. They don't think this is going to be a try. But the big screen will offer the definitive decision, and it is a try. Well, the London players having to get back into their in-goal area. They came out absolutely convinced that that was not going to be given, but on the field the soft signal said yes, and the analysis in the coolness of the studios also saying that is a try, and a good try as well from Sam Holsall.
Yeah, great take from Halsall, great finish. But it's Lolohea who gets a chance to convert here. How important his contribution be? A kick for the Walker error, which led to a try. A repeat set, which led to the Swift try off a kick, and another kick there for the Halsall try.
So Lolohea strides forward and is successful. And a department that Huddersfield would have been disappointed with in the first half, the goal kicking, is turning right around in the second. They lead now by 26 points to 6.
Yeah, as we said, Lolohea's had
Eason Masters, set restart here for the Giants. They've got bodies everywhere. Salabio takes it in. He's hit hard, 5 metres out. We'll play it now. They're trying to pinch one from close in. They'll swing it wide to Lolohea. Ball over the top to Bibby. Bibby cuts back in. Bibby going for the line, and he'll score. Bibby will round off the scoring for the Huddersfield Giants. Over in the corner. And the Giants have a 10th try on the day, much to the delight of the Giants' travelling army. They lead by 56 points to 22.
Well, they've done some damage over there on the left-hand side, and just his second appearance at the age 8, Bibby, but certainly knows how to finish a try, doesn't he? And scored the back end of the first half, scored the back end of this second half as well, and the ball over the top from Lolohea. Well, it's a confident player that manages to throw that. Masters went close, Milner, he gets out, he goes open, he decides again to come down that short side, and they really like the look of that short side. And Hull FC, those youngsters, well, have learned some harsh lessons in this game. They just couldn't prevent him from going over.
Yeah. Right, who is your Betfred player of the match then, Terry? Who are you going for?
Well, there's been some big plays, some big performances from the likes of Lolohea. Adam Clune had a lot of good touches in the first half. Jake Connor as well, but the man on the edge, Adam Swift, you know, former Hull FC player, 4 seasons at Hull, scored a hat-trick in the first half, and he really set the tempo of the game of what was to come in this, the outcome overall.
He'd have wished he'd have been on the end of that pass, wouldn't he, from Lolohea? He'd have had 4 tries again. Jake Connor just taking his time here. This is actually, he might not realise it, Jake Connor, but if he does kick this, it will be 500 career points in Super League for him. Well, every action straight after full time here at the MKM. You can see the black seats are becoming more evident as the fans drift away here. Connor from the sideline then. 7 from 8 for him. Strikes it. And the cheers will tell you he's missed it. So the wait for 500 goes on, but he's a character, isn't he? He's saying, where are you? I can only see the Huddersfield fans.
He's pointing at the scoreboard.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's doing to the fans. Yeah, he might have missed that 2 points, but they've scored enough to win the game.
2. Move on the mark, Isan!
I think he'll get his first touch here. And that's a nice carry, isn't it? Straight into leggy sound.
Yeah, look, he's raw. He's got plenty of aggression in him. Late inclusion in the side. Here's Lolohea. Oh, he's gone straight through Lolohea. Can the fullback bring him down? No, he can't. Instant response from the Giants. Lolohea enjoyed that one. Referee just wants to check that he got it down in the field of play. And maybe how he got into that position. But it looks like the Huddersfield Giants have got their 8th try of the game.
Okay, we've got a live call of try. We're checking the ground in touch and go. Lolohea is in possession. He's still in possession. And grounds the ball. I've viewed the angles I need. I've made my decision.
Touch wood, it's been quite a straightforward afternoon, hasn't it, for Chris Kendall, the VAR? He's had one look and made his call. That's how it should work, isn't it? Lolohea, instant response for the Huddersfield Giants. And he enjoyed that one, Tui Lolohea.
Well, Tui Lolohea is one of those players that you want to keep him happy because he can do an awful lot with a rugby ball. Certainly a confidence player, outstanding last week, I thought, when they played against London. And they get that ball, and that left-hand side has caused them some issues, hasn't it? You could see that the young halfback, Jack Charles, was just a metre in front. Well, I think it was Jordan Lane, which opened up the gate then for him to go in between both of those players. And he just has the fend on him to just get rid of Logan Moy as he's diving over, and the celebration from him.
There's Jake Connor. Probably getting a little bit of...
When he goes underneath this ball and catches it, you're thinking, is it going to open up for him? The afternoon that he's had today. And for Huddersfield, it's just about rolling your sleeves up and just doing your job, knowing where you are on the field. Tui Lolohea goes down that left-hand side again to Swift.
He does. Swift, that ball back on the inside, and it's a double for Lolohea. Swift the provider this time, and the Giants hit 50. 9th try of the afternoon, and the Huddersfield Giants stroll in the sun here. The MKM continues. They lead Hull by 50 points to 16.
Well, they're pretty patient, aren't they? And they know that Hull FC are going to have some moments in games, some sets in games where they do pressure Huddersfield, but it's about not panicking. And when you do get an opportunity and you see something, you take it. And that's exactly what they did. When they go down that short side on the left-hand side, they're looking up all the time over the shoulders of defenders and over the road. Adam Milner fakes to go one way. Nice little ball from Tui Lolohea to Masters, and then Adam Swift. When he gets a 2-on-1, it's nice and simple for him, isn't it? Instead of going for glory and going for the try and take the youngster on the outside, the young Logan Moy, he gives the ball to that man who's in a better position of him to go over the field.
Third time in 4 weeks, Hull concede 50. Ian Watson will be pleased. And picking his counterpart won't be as pleased. Lolohea's going to take over the kicking duties with Jake Connor off the field. Lolohea, back-to-back tries for him. Tongan international. You make a great point. A lot has been made about Huddersfield under Ian Watson and how they attack, and should he maybe let them off the leash a little bit more. When you look at players like Lolohea, and now Clune has come in and just steers the ship around, and you add in Connor into that mix, they've got the people that can supply the ammunition, haven't they?
Look, when you're putting a team together, like, you've got to sign players that you think will fit into the style that you want to play. And yet teams go out there and players go out there and they play with a structure, but when sometimes you're up against the pump, you revert to type. So that's why it's so important that as a coach you pick the players that and you sign them, because you like the way that they play. You can't really change them. You can give them a structure and say, this is what I would like, this is how I would like you to lead us around the field. And Ian, when he goes underneath this ball and catches it, you're thinking, is it going to open up for him the afternoon that he's had today? And for Huddersfield, it's just about rolling your sleeves up and just doing your job, knowing where you are on the field. Lolohea goes down that left-hand side again to Swift.
He does. Swift, that ball back on the inside, and it's a double for Lolohea. Swift the provider this time, and the Giants hit 50. 9th try of the afternoon, and the Huddersfield Giants stroll in the sun here. The MKM continues. They lead Hull by 50 points to 16.
Well, they're pretty patient, aren't they? And they know that Hull FC are going to have some moments in games, some sets in games where they do pressure Huddersfield, but it's about not panicking. And when you do get an opportunity and you see something, you take it. And that's exactly what they did. When they go down that short side on the left-hand side, they're looking up all the time over the shoulders of defenders and over the road. Adam Milner fakes to go one way. Nice little ball from Lolohea to Masters, and then Adam Swift. When he gets a 2-on-1, it's nice and simple for him, isn't it? Instead of going for glory and going for the try and take the youngster on the outside, the young Logan Moy, he gives the ball to that man who's in a better position of him to go over the field.
Third time in 4 weeks, Hull concede 50. Ian Watson will be pleased. And picking his counterpart won't be as pleased. Lolohea's going to take over the kicking duties with Jake Connor off the field. Lolohea, back-to-back tries for him. Tongan international. You make a great point. A lot has been made about Huddersfield under Ian Watson and how they attack, and should he maybe let them off the leash a little bit more. When you look at players like Lolohea, and now Clune has come in and just steers the ship around, and you add in Connor into that mix, they've got the people that can supply the ammunition, haven't they?
Look, when you're putting a team together, like, you've got to sign players that you think will fit into the style that you want to play. And yet teams go out there and players go out there and they play with a structure, but when sometimes you're up against the pump, you revert to type. So that's why it's so important that as a coach you pick the players that and you sign them, because you like the way that they play. You can't really change them. You can give them a structure and say, this is what I would like, this is how I would like you to lead us around the field. And Ian Watson